You said you would price your game at 15 euros. Did you get the number from the market research or did you pick it from a more time spent angle? I'm trying to figure out how to price my own game. I did market research. First thing I did in order to figure out, well, how should I price my game? Number one, I took a look at what is the price for the big players in the genre. And the number one player is Bloons, sitting at 13 euros. If I were to put a price on my game and set it to 15 euros, that's more than Bloons. So someone would ask me, why should I buy your game over Bloons? I need to do something different or have more there. That's what you would think, right? But I don't think that's the case. You know, you could also see Kingdom Rush has 10 euros and then Plants vs. Zombies is also a big player, 5 euros. It's a bit smaller, the game, but still you have a lot of stuff that you could do in the game and there's many different builds you could go for. So a lot of mechanics in the game they offer you for such a low price point. However, this is where you have to do and extend your research to not only include the big players, but smaller creators. And the number one thing that pushed me from originally selling my game from 5 and then going and selling it for 15 was this one right here, Core Defense. This one sells for almost 10 euros. It is a very simple tower defense game, you could see right here. But it has quite a few reviews. And we read an article on this game. It sold a lot of copies in the first year and then obviously it dribbled down. But 75,000 revenue for this guy in the first year. And for me, that was impressive. And then you can also take a look at recent tower defense releases. So for example, recently Amberwatt came out. That game is 14 euros. And you could take a look, it's a 3D game, but it's just a tower defense game, right? With a new spin, of course, on mechanics. Roguelike tower defense game. Looks really cool. It's very animated, really. So there's a lot of polish in the game. So yeah, I took a look at Amberwatt. It said 15 euros. Okay. And then I took a look at Artisan TD. That came out recently. Soda Poppin actually played the game. And that one is also 16 euros. So very close to the 15 euro price point. And comparatively to Bloons, maybe these don't offer as much content as Bloons does. However, you also have to think about how much you are going to sell versus how much you're going to earn. If you're selling your game for 10 euros, you might not earn as much as if you're selling your game for 15 euros. I think 15 euros is going to be a good price point for my game in this regard because I'm offering a little bit more of a unique gameplay experience compared to other tower defense games. I hope that answered your question. And what you have to ultimately do is research, figure out which players are out on the market, how they do, how well they do, and then compare the prices. And you get a feeling for how much you can sell your game just by looking at examples of games that come out and how well they do on Steam. You take a look at Bloons, that's 13 euros. You take a look at Kingdom Rush, that's 10 euros. Plants vs. Zombies is 5 euros. Then you take a look at smaller creators. This one, a Core Defense right here, is 10 euros. Amberwatt is 15 euros. Artisan TD is 16 euros. And then you pick a price that's somewhere in the range of these values. And of course, your game also needs to provide some content, of course. Okay, that's just purely talking about selling your game. In your opinion, does the price change whenever the game is 2D or 3D? No. In my opinion, the only thing that changes the price is content of the game. So for example, a game like Vampire Survivors started out being 2 euros. Now it's 5. And maybe it's more now. Let's see. Buy Vampire Survivors Emergency Meeting. Ah. Oh, look at that. Okay, wait. So what is the original game now? Totally trustworthy new character. Oh no, this is what Opka is saying all the time. We're gonna have Among Us characters in the game too? What the fuck? What is this update, bro? That's awesome. So yeah, you see all of those DLCs? It's now sitting at 12 euros. Content, more money, essentially. Very simple.